Hi everybody, we are having take 2 or 3 or 4 of, I don't know what's going on with the camera today. I'll have to keep double checking that I'm in frame and that I'm still rolling, because I don't know, I pressed go, it started, I went on a rant, and then I looked, good job I looked before I got too much further, because yeah, I would have recorded the whole thing and it wouldn't have recorded. Anyway, so we're doing day 55, and this is today's inspired by making a journal for Lulu's artwork, which is Rachel's daughter, of course. So I have 2 daughters, and one of them is an artist, and I've got a whole pile of her stuff which I just went through on film, and now I don't really want to do it all again, but I'll show you a few things. She draws like horses and little funny people and little emo people, and so this all came from a collage that she had on her wall when we downsized and I moved into my little place and she moved out of home. She sort of left it all. So there's all her little people, horses, she drew lions, funny little people, scribbled rather than doing work, she was scribbling in the margins. Cake trajectory, she was always on about cake, loves her cake. A couple of her little watercolours. What else? Just always little scribbles and things like that I didn't want her to throw out. And different ages, that's, you know, like primary school or kindergarten. Lionfish, her with her sister, one of my favourite pictures, that one. Little story she wrote when she was 5. Here with her scruffy knees and her, she caught a pigeon in Sydney at Circular Quay, believe it or not. Nowadays we'd probably say don't touch that. So lion, little emo people, and all these little cards that it was a big sheet, but I cut them all into single individual people. So she's got all these, and she's actually they're quite good for the age, but now she's graduated to digital art and she does some really beautiful works. And this is like, you know, you can always watch and have a look and see how they grow, I guess, how they move on. Little emo people, funny things. So that's just a sample of some of the things that are there. So I thought, rather than make a journal like Rachel made a book to put Lulu's artwork in, I'm going to make a box so as I can put it all in, and this will mean that she can do with it what she likes, because, you know, I'm constantly cleaning out more and more junk. So I thought I'd put some of this duct tape, sorry it's a bit noisy, around the edges so it's not so hard. Just to soften the edges a bit before I put on cover the box. And who knows, she might like to keep the box and keep all the things inside it. I always think it's like, you know, my mum used to say, well, don't you want to hang on to it to show your own kids, or, you know, and you'd go, oh, I don't know if I'm having any. Or I'd just store all my things away and then I'd have to go through it all because it was just so much stuff being stored. Anyway, but both my girls sort of, well, especially Liz, she's not having children, so she might actually just throw it all out, which would be a shame. I've actually digitally scanned them. I've got them scanned into my computer and sent the file with them all over anyway, so she does have a copy. I think it's her works that she's doing now are more likely to be the things she wants to hang on to. But you know what, we're mums. We have our sentimental moments. That's how it is. Just the way it is. So I'm working at night because I've been trying to get a couple of days in so I don't fall so far behind. So now that Lily's here, I'm not getting half as much done as I thought I was going to. I mean, you know, it's nice. It's nice to hang out and do some things, but even when she's studying or she's doing uni, she's having some online exams. So there's my address. I might just cover that one up. Yeah, she's been using, well, we're trying, it's a juggle. When the flatmate goes back to work, I say you can go downstairs and work on the table in the lounge. But every time, the flatmate ends up, she's had time off sick, she had time off for a broken leg, she had time off for now because her grandpa died, which, you know, that's fair enough, absolutely fair enough. But when she just wasn't ready to go back after 1 or 2 days, and because it was the long weekend here, they actually told her she had to get a medical certificate for the extra day that she took. She took it because of her grandpa. She didn't take it because she was sick. She was, you know, she's from America. She wants to be at home and seeing her family in this time of mourning, but of course she can't go. And so then she just informed me that not only had she had to go and get a medical certificate, but that because she'd said she was sick, they needed her to go and have a COVID test as well on top of that. So now she's supposed to be at school tomorrow teaching as a speech pathologist. She's supposed to be there, and they've told her she has to go and get a COVID test. So she's really... Oh, I'm banging the camera, sorry. I just realised I wanted to use this pad of paper to cover it. Now, so she'll be home again, even though Lily's now... So then Lily will want to use this room for the table, and then I won't have anywhere to work. And so anyway, I have been a little disgruntled, I have to say, about the whole thing. Now, there's that one before. No, that's not this. That's not this. I'll have to find one that... So her name's Elysia, E-L-Y-S-S-I-A, but we call her Liz for short. She might like that, actually. And good, there's about 3 pages. I might need all of those pages to cover the box. I might also use something pretty inside. I think she'll like this. It'll go with her emo pictures, all this black stuff. Right, first we're covering this. I wonder if I can get... No such luck. Oops, getting off camera there. cutting mat on the floor. Put that back. Yeah, so I guess that's why I went a bit grumpy for a day or two anyway. I was just I got very overwhelmed and cluttered, and I just needed everyone to get lost, really, basically, so I could get on and do some art, you know, because that's what makes me happy. That's what I do now. I'm not meant to be doing all the looking after anymore. Not even looking after the flatmate who's grieving. It's like, oh, come on, you lot. Give me a break. It's nice. Anyway, what I think is it's really nice that they trust me and that they can let down their guard and be like that. You know what, I think I'd like to use double-sided tape. I think that will be a lot of glue, so I'm going to use double-sided tape for this. Kind of probably sounded a bit selfish of me to say that, but you know, you hit this age and you just want it's your turn. That's what I think. My turn now. Given. I've been giving all my life. It's my turn. And I just want to do art, so there. Anyway, I got in a day today and she's gone off to visit a friend tonight, so I thought, well, I'm going to do a bit more while I can. Because I can. Had a bit of chocolate, it'll keep me awake. Usually in bed by 8. It's terrible. Well, I'm not really always in bed by 8, but you know. Just gotta laugh, don't you? Probably should have put some in the middle there. Anyway, the thing is you've got to do what makes you happy and what brings you joy, and that's what I am doing. Right, that's the lid. Let's have a look. I might put a surprise colour inside for fun. Now, let's have a look what colour she might. Oh, there's some things. What colour? She's... Alright, so let's see if I can find something that goes with this brown. Think any of these actually are her style. Oh, maybe that is. Oh, that goes nicely, doesn't it? But that's actually something I like. That was the other one that I thought you might like. Yeah, this is the possibility. That is too. Let's just see what else. No, she wouldn't wear that. Well, when I say she wouldn't wear that, I'm thinking, what colour clothing as an adult is she choosing to wear? Now, she might wear this colour or these colours. That other one was more, reminded me more of her though, that one. Okay, let's just see if there's any more. No. No, that's way too floral. This one. Here we go. Okay, so we're doing the inside of the lid. Here's my pencil. Now, before I stick that down, I am thinking that I might get the box done because I want to be able to use the duct tape to attach it, and I think I'd rather put, like, do it, you know, in between, so that when you lift the lid open, you don't see the duct tape. Which is going to be tricky, but we'll manage it. Okay, so we want some double-sided tape. We need to make, let's see if this fits in here. So it needs to be just a bit less than that. Just a bit smaller. Very square for some reason. Guess I was just guesstimating the top there. Alright, so smaller. So just inside the lines. Good 1/4 of a centimetre at least. Inside the lines. Just so it's that little bit smaller. If all else fails, we can always use some washi tape in the, let's see if this fits. Not quite. Just do it by increments, I think. What's not fitting? So it's fitting that way. It's just a little bit too long that way. Now to get it out. Come on. There we go. That's a good fit. Double-sided tape. Bearing in mind she could very well just chuck the whole lot away. And it'll look nice anyway. In the meantime, if she wants to stick it on a shelf, that'll be good. Did not think that through. You know what? If you're crafting along and you do this at home, put the tape on the paper. Oh dear, I didn't think that one through at all. Never mind. It's just a bit awkward. Just a bit awkward to get to. Okay, now we need the sides, and my question is whether or not I will do the sides in the brown, just to save a bit of the, because I've got 3 sheets of the brown. Or not. Well, I've only got 2 bits like this left of this. So I could only really do this, that side. But I won't get 2 of these. Not going to get 2 of these in. I might be more inclined to do it this way so that there's a nice front, or not. Okay, I'm doing that, and the brown might have to go on the insides and then all the way around. Would help if I planned ahead, but this is not the way I work. Only plan ahead getting a video made. One's going there, this one's going to go there, that goes like that. I think I can't do too much about it when there's this and this here, that the masking tape is still going to have to go like that. Right. I know what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm putting the masking, the double-sided tape on this bit, so that I can no, I don't want to do that. Or do I? Is it too late? Did I mess it up? No, I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that. However, I can still rectify it. This is going to go on the inside of the box. Have I said before that I envy people that think ahead, that know what they're doing? Well, I just get a picture and then I just do it. When I was teaching, so this was an interesting thing about teaching. When I was teaching, they would say, now write up your lesson plan and stick to it when you're in the classroom. And you know what? I just couldn't for the life of me do that. I just had to not do it that way. I couldn't do it that way. I would get in there, I'd make it up on the spot, wing it, and then I would write the lesson plan later. And that worked for me really well, because I could not stick to a bit of paper that told me what I should say and what I should do. Hopeless. Too creative. Alright, now we've got that stuck down. What we're going to do is want a bit of card here. And that can stick to that bit of tape that's there. And then we've got to work out where we're going to cut that though. I actually don't want to stick it down just yet because I want to put double-sided tape on the inside of this one. Where did I just cut that? It's on that line. Okay, this is going to have double-sided tape on this one. double-sided tape. And then we get hit with it late. I'm going to trim down some of these little bits. If I can. There you go. Sides, and we've still got these two sides, but I haven't got any more of this left, so let's do I could they're not long enough to do two. There's one for there. A bit shorter. Sheet of paper. To really enforce it. when in doubt, washi it out. Can't believe I even said that. One more. Also, cover that bit there. See how that's a bit. Blech. God, I love washi. How good is it? How good is it for all of this sort of stuff? Now, it's not a very strong lid. Probably maybe I should have used a harder cardboard, but I'm, you know, on a roll. Right, so how will I, do I want that in further? Maybe I do. Just moving that little bit and tightening that so that this gap is a bit deeper. And just double checking I've got the thicker. Alright, let's that. And same. Oops. Now, I hope that my rivet things, wherever they may be, will actually be long enough for this.